Hey everybody, Roland Martin here and welcome to my YouTube channel. Hey, guess what? I got an old time friend of mine, O.T.Fears. And O.T., we've been fishing together a long time.
A long time.
Well, you know, you fished the tournament trails for 30 years. And
well, 25 anyway.
25 years, and then we did a film together down in B.A.S., Louisiana. He's a redfish, he's a redfish guide as well. He's out of Oklahoma, but you've spent a lot of time in B.A.S.
As much as I can.
And years ago, when I went down there, we had that exact same spinnerbait, and we were using big 20 and 30 pound Bull Reds on it.
Yes.
And what do you call that?
Booger Red.
Booger Red. It's actually a redfish deal, but he's tried it up here. You know, it's funny how bass are the same great game fish. From Connecticut to California, you know, you find a good spinnerbait, it can work for redfish, it can work in Oklahoma, it can work here in New York, and that's where we are. We're in upstate New York.
One thing I found, Roland, was, and I love to catch redfish. Those things are so much fun. They're not like a bull in a china closet. But I found out they'll bite the same baits that bass bite.
Sure.
But the bass baits are not built strong enough to withstand the use and abuse that a redfish would give them. So I developed a spinnerbait that
tough.
It's tough. They can't open this arm up. See, or crush it like they do.
One of the things that happens when these 20 and 30 pound redfish hit, if say they hit the hook, that spinner is hanging out their mouth. And another big 20 or 30 pound fish comes along and grabs that whole, the spinner part, it rips it right off.
Exactly.
Unless it's really strong and it breaks everything apart. So that's what O.T. has done. He's used a real heavy wire, real heavy hook, real heavy everything, but hey, the bass will still bite it.
The key to the thing is this U where the line tie is. That U bend, the angles are such that you can't, the force of it with the big fish, you can't open it up. Okay. But what I also found out in open water, this thing doesn't work good in brush or around heavy cover, but it works really good in open water. You catch largemouth on it. I caught 4 or 5 pound largemouth yesterday with it. We catch big 5 pound smallmouth with it, and it withstands. I've probably caught 25 or 30 smallmouth and 5 largemouth on this thing just in the last couple of days. Well,
so that's what I'm going to do today. I haven't been doing any spinnerbait fishing. I was with Jimmy yesterday, Jimmy Houston, and we did some spinnerbait stuff. He had a whole different spinnerbait. This is a whole different ballgame. This is a swimming minnow kind of a thing, and it's a whole different thing. Anyway,
we're using the Gajo swim shad on it.
Okay.
And this one is a 3.5 or 4.5 inch.
Yeah.
Then they've got a 4 1/4 inch, and then they've got a 3.5 inch, which you've got up there on that one.
Okay, well, we'll try some stuff that OT's come up with and see what we come up with. And what pound test line are you using?
I'm using 20.
20. I got 17. I think it'll work.
Perfect.
You got a heavy, heavy rod. Is this one of your rods or no?
No.
But you have a rod.
I did have a rod, but
you kind of don't have it anymore.
No.
That's same here. I had a rod. I don't have it anymore. But I use favorite rods. But they're 7-foot medium heavy action is what I use. Anyway, let's get started. Hey folks. Hey, big smallmouth on the St. Lawrence River.
St. Regis River.
Well, this is St. Regis here, but it's actually a tributary to the St. Lawrence.
Exactly.
We're on the Mohawk Indian Reservation, and we're special guests with the Mohawk First Nations tribe. And by the way, O.T. has some Indian heritage as well.
I'm Cherokee.
Cherokee. Yeah. Cherokee. So we're right at home here. This is a big deal. So anyway, okay, let's get started. Woo.
I'm gonna check you on.
Yeah.
That's something that...
Oh, we got it. We got it. We got it.
Nice one.
Nice. Oh, yeah. He hit it right on top. That was so cool. The rapids are just a foot deep. Oh, by the way, he kind of destroyed things. The thing opened up, and he also, the other deal is he got my trailer.
We got another one.
I'm gonna reach high.
Good idea. That's something that the average fisherman doesn't do enough is retie.
Right.
And then they wonder why they lose them. And also when you tie a knot, a lot of people don't check it really properly.
I know.
I mean, wrap the thing around the line around your hand and really give it a pull to test, because even as many thousands of knots that we've tied in our lifetime, we can still tie a bad knot.
I think the best knot is a Palomar.
That's one of the best.
I mean, that's what I like. I just come around double, and just to make a big loop, and come out with the loop like this, and take that big loop and put the whole bait right through it, and pull the tag in, boom, and we're ready to go. You cut that off and don't throw that line in the water. I'll throw it at the bottom of the boat and I'll pick it up later. And O.T.'s going to get me a trailer hook, a little trailer deal. So we're kind of using his bait, his lure, his kind of deal.
That's Will's bait.
And we're going from there. I got my own spinnerbaits. I got a Roland Martin Big Bass spinnerbait, but it's not like this. It doesn't have a single spin. It's just entirely different. It doesn't have a head that wobbles around like that.
Right.
So there's a lot of difference in my spinnerbait and O.T. spinnerbait. Hold on. You got that? O.T.'s got one.
Got it on the old Ned rig in the bed.
Yep. Not quite as big as some of the ones we've got. Decent. You want to net it?
Let's try to lift it. That's a heavy fish.
That's a good one. That's another almost 4-pounder. Almost a 4-pounder. Pretty good. Yeah, it's a pretty good fish, huh?
You know, that Ned rig is really a deadly little deal.
Yeah.
It's more of a finessey type bait, but they can't seem to let it alone.
Well, we're sure locating them with the spinnerbait. The spinnerbait's been the deal, but we've caught some bigger fish, or actually some of the ones that are on the beds. Catch them on the Ned rig. Okay, folks, what we found here, I got this little Cinco, and O.T. and I have found this bass. He's right here on the bed. And he's right here, and I got the power poles down. You see the bass, O.T.?
Yeah.
Where is it? Up here?
Looking at it. Nice fish.
What's the big one? That's the big one. That's a big fish. Big fish. Big fish. Look at this one. That's a big one, son. We got a big one on. This guy.
That'll push
now.
That'll push 5 pounds.
That's a bass, son. That's what it takes. We found that fish. O.T., you spotted it. He was throwing that spinnerbait. Look at that big son of a gun. That's pushing 5 pounds, son. That's about as close to 5 pounds as you can get. When you get that scale, and we're going to turn it on, and we're going to put this thing here on it. We're going to put that. Let's see, as soon as it goes to 0, it's on 0 now. And we're going to see how big it is. Now, it's not quite 5. We thought it was. It's 4.8. It's a 4-pound, 8-ounce smallmouth. And we swear it's 5 pounds. How can a scale be off so much? I don't understand that. How can the scale be off that much?
It's got a low battery, apparently.
Anyway, folks, hey, that's a big one of the day so far. 4.5 pounds. Wow, what a fish. What a bass. Woo, son, that's what it's all about.
Way to go, Roland.
Woo. That's a big one. What you got, O.T.?
We got a double on.
Oh, man, I got a big one on. Look at that, look at this. Huh? I got a big one on. I got a big one on. Oh, son.
Look at that.
Huh?
We need a net.
I'm gonna net them both. I'm gonna net them both. Here, I'm gonna net this one. Okay, I'm gonna net this one. And net this one. Oh!
Double net.
Son, you talking about a big bunch of fish. Look at these guys. Look at this. Here's one on a, that's yours. And that's on a Ned rig.
Ned rig.
That's a 4-pounder almost. And look at this one. Look at this spinnerbait fish. Spinnerbait fish is bigger than yours. Woo, 4 pounds.
Booger Red strikes
Couple
again.
4-pounders. Spinnerbait and Ned rig. Hey, you can't beat that, O.T. Can we?
No.
Man, that is fantastic. I tell you, coming up here to catch these kind of fish, that's as good as it gets. Whoa, son, I love it. Hey, thanks for showing us a few things about that spinnerbait. Whoa, that's a big deal. I'll throw that back.
That open water deal is really good.
Yeah. I was just slow rolling that spinnerbait, just slow, and you were using the Ned rig. But anyway, we got it. I think I'll wipe that little spool out. You got them? Come on. Got him?
Got him.
Yeah, came back to go.
Little one. Like that 4-pounder I lost all
Yeah.
Played with it too long.
Oh yeah, I was trying to get the camera. It reminded me, folks. I was getting set up and didn't have the camera on. And O.T. hooks this great big, about 4.5-pound smallmouth. And I said, O.T., hold it. The camera. I haven't got the camera going. We want to get that on camera. Well, he's got it right by the side of the boat, and the thing gets off. So that's the big fish of the day so far. The one that we didn't get on camera. Largemouth. I got a largemouth right down the edge. I got a largemouth, folks. Hey, this is what we're talking about. Now we're talking. Nice couple 3-pounder. Yeah, nice 3-pound bass. Right on the edge of the grass. Yes, sir, a largemouth. Up here on the Canadian border. Nice, nice fat one. Yep. Ooh, that's probably a spawner. That might be a spawner fish right here. What do you think? Bass. Woo! Hey, I threw the spinnerbait in, and then we went ahead and wow, son, that's the deal. That's the deal, son. Big old bass. But how big is it? 4 1/4. Big old 4 1/4, almost 5-pound bass. Woo, son, largemouth special. He hit the spinnerbait on the log and I picked up a worm to back it up, and the worm backup was the one caught it, but he actually swirled at it on the spinnerbait. Hold on, that's a big old bass. That's a big old bass. I'm throwing the spinnerbait. And I changed color skirt. I threw over the log. He was behind the log. Hey, O.T.'s got a 4-pounder. He's got a 4-pounder. Got a 4-pounder. That might be the closer. That might be the closer. That might be the big one.
Get it in.
Yeah, that's a big one. Ooh, son, I'm gonna get this one. I'm gonna get this one out. Okay, watch this, folks. This is a big fish. Big fish. Look at this guy. Look at this big old fish. Look at this big old giant one. Hey, that's the one, JP. Hey. O.T., I'll tell you what, that's a big one. Woo, son. That's a big one. Now there's the big fish of the day, boys. Big fish of the day on the spinnerbait. I'll tell you what, O.T., we've had a good day. And we haven't caught that many monsters, but that's a monster. That's a 4-pounder. We had a couple around 4, 3.5.
Old Booger Red strikes again.
Booger Red, the Booger Red spinnerbait.
That's it.
Hey, I tell you, O.T., you've shown us a few things about how to use redfish tackle, heavy-duty tackle that you'd normally use in saltwater for these smallmouth.
All right.
It's just
open water smallmouth.
Open water smallmouth fishing. It's really a very superior type of spinnerbait, and it works really well. It's not the weedless type, not the type that you'd throw in the grass or throw in the logs, but it's for open water smallmouth, and it's probably none better. Hey,
and largemouth.
And largemouth.
Catch big largemouth.
Well, listen, this afternoon we might try that. Hey, listen, folks, we really enjoyed it, and I want to thank O.T.Fears for all his expertise on how to fish a spinnerbait, and that particularly, what do you call the spinnerbait again?
Booger Red.
Booger Red, the Booger Red spinnerbait.
B-O-O-G-E-R, Booger Red.
So, folks, hey, thanks for watching, and I appreciate doing these YouTubes. It's just a lot of fun. Hit that likes button. We'll see you again soon.